We are not the alternative media. We are the true media. The establishment dinosaur press is dying.
We are in an information war, and we are losing that war.
Join us at InfoWarsNews.com and PrisonPlanet.tv. Members can share their memberships with up to 11 people. By subscribing, you will literally be buying war bonds in the info war to expand our operation in the face of the tyrants. Join us at PrisonPlanet.tv. In the last 50 years, iodine has been phased out of our staple foods and replaced with the halogen bromine, a practice now banned in nations around the world. Guess what else is in the halogen family? Fluoride. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here. In 1924, the federal government did the right thing and encouraged salt producers to add iodine. It's the good halogen on the periodic table, and the results are on record. Reports documented a 15-point IQ increase in areas that had previously been deficient in iodine. Bottom line, iodine is important. Unbound, clean, in a glycerin base. Nascent iodine was the answer for myself and my family. You will find Survival Shield Nascent Iodine exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWars Life Survival Shield Nascent Iodine isn't just for emergencies. I take it every day. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. Alex Jones here with a very important announcement. A lot of you asked me to come speak in your town or city. I would love to, but I'm so busy here in the trenches at the InfoWars Command Center, I'm just unable to travel. When my friends at Stansberry Research, one of the top analyst firms in the world, invited me to be part of a special one-day event in Dallas, Texas, I could not say no. You will hear from true experts like Porter Stansberry, T. Boone Pickens, Cactus Schroeder, Bill Murphy, Van Simmons, and myself, Alex Jones. I will be speaking on the fact that history is happening now. We are now at a critical juncture where more happens in a month than happened in the previous 10 years. I will also be breaking down the fact that a moral society is the only truly prosperous and safe society. May 31st, it's one day. The tickets will sell out. Simply visit AlexJonesDallas.com or follow the banners at Infowars.com. I have secured a discount for my listeners when you visit AlexJonesDallas.com. Again, that's AlexJonesDallas.com to secure your tickets to this one-time event, and I'll see you in Dallas. From the water table to our soils to the atmosphere itself, our world is becoming more and more toxic each and every day. But it's not just the air outside that's toxic. Indoor air has been shown to have 2 to 5 times higher concentrations of pollutants than even outdoor air. And most Americans spend 90% of their time inside using toxic chemicals within their homes. There are more than 42 million smokers in the United States. Well over 1,000 types of mold and mildew linked to numerous conditions. And don't forget the fact that 6 million Americans live with pets they're allergic to as well. When I began to research these statistics, it was clear to me it was time to start cleansing my lungs in order to combat the toxic environment that we cannot escape, but that we can fight back against. Made with organic and wild cultivated herbs and manufactured in the USA, the new InfoWars Life Lung Cleanse is here in a convenient spray bottle that can be brought with you throughout any toxic environment. Now available exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Live from Austin, Texas, broadcasting worldwide, it's Alex Jones.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. More of this taped interview with CIA insider whistleblower Robert Tosh Plumlee. If you just joined us in the last segment, he put all his cards on the table and just started talking about, I personally in flights flew 40 tons of cocaine into the United States, Iran-Contra, sanctioned by the White House. I flew the guns back out. Well, that's all admitted now, but his testimony was sealed. So I guess in a way, he just broke that gag order. Or has that gag order, that national security order, elapsed? Or are you just really getting in their face, Tosh?
I'm really getting in their face. In other words, I've been told it hasn't elapsed. That's what my attorney told me. I better not go on the air and keep talking about this because I'm going to get myself in a lot of trouble. My feeling is this. I want it out there before the fact. In other words, and documented, invented by many different sources, which I have done. And that's the reason I opened up my Facebook page and started compiling all this stuff together to protect me, because I knew if I continued to talk mainly about Iran-Contra and the weapon shipments in violation of the Bolden Amendment, the setting up of the Southern Front and Point West of the secret air base at Catalina, and C-130 flights going in there and documented in the Grasshopper and all these secret coded interdiction programs, alleged interdiction programs. I figured, man, hey, in answer to the other gentleman's question, how did it escalate? It started escalating at that point. That's the reason I brought up Iran-Contra. It started escalating at that point. I began to realize, hey, wait a minute. We have another entity out here. The average 8 to 5 American cannot comprehend that other world that lives out there. The world of pilots, the loaders, the refuelers, the secret air bases, Paco Solo in Central America, John Hull's Ranch, who receives $10,000 a month from CIA money, Point West, Oliver North, 16 felonies, suddenly paroled and becomes an American hero, and then passes judgment on a pilot like me. In other words, these kind of things upset. But so, then you're sitting here and you're saying, well, what do I do about it? Do I do like everybody else? Do I sit and piss and moan about it? Or am I going to do something about it? I'm a C-130 pilot now, and I get contracted with CIA. Okay, if I piss the CIA off, I don't really care. They pissed me off. In other words, I'm talking way out of school, and I know that. But somebody's got to get out here and rattle the American people and get them off the couch and get them engaged. And the way to do it is get them engaged and start studying and reading what the hell is really going on in this country, and then get out and use their God-given rights and their talents and put a stop to it. That's all I can say about that.
Sure, I want to go back to calls. Powerful. I want to go back to calls, sir, but specifically, when you look at all of this, the public has been in denial or they feel powerless, and the big issue is this is getting worse and worse. The tyranny is expanding, and to show how they gave you a thin cover, they told you it was interdiction, that you were getting the cocaine and flying it back here, because I remember reading the Iran-Contra files that were public, to destroy the cocaine. You then learned that that really wasn't going on.
Well, some of it was, and some of it wasn't. The special ops that were filtering into the bin raised up the money to get the guns for the Contra. That doesn't mean that that was a complete government-sanctioned operation, but it was run out of the White House, period. In other words, through cutouts and so on like that. I was on CBS about our Forest Service aircraft being used as cutouts to private companies in order to carry the drugs down there. I mean, there is another world out there that the 8 to 5 do not understand that even exists. And all I've been trying to do is say, wait a minute, this matter is escalating. In other words, to answer your question, I hope I got it right. So I start seeing this happen. Then I start seeing my buddies going to jail. Then I start seeing some of them committing suicide. Then I start seeing character assassination. And then I had the character assassination applied upon me. In other words, the best way to stop an operation is control the communication. I started watching gatekeepers being infiltrated in the mainstream media to suck up any information that may be derogatory to our ongoing wound.
No, I understand. And they killed, what do you know about Barry Seal and others being killed?
Barry Seal was killed by Colombians that was tipped off by our own government. So basically, I say during the Reagan administration, that information was leaked out to the very people, which could possibly happen to me, in a way that brought them in. How the hell did they get into this country as illegal to come out here and gun him down sitting in his Cadillac when the judge put him in a safe house? Yes, Barry Seal was my friend. I flew the fat lady. I flew it out of Mena. I flew the fat lady in to get a seal. I helped set up the camera to photograph Bond and them in Central America. I'm the shadow warrior that someone has referred to when my dossier was classified top secret. I'm a CIA operative, field operative, but I'm one step beyond that. I'm also in the Pentagon with a crew known as Praetorian Guard. Now, I've said it. I've told me, you can't say that. You're going to go to jail for saying that. Okay, I'm saying it to you, Alex. I'm saying it right on your program. It's just as solid as I can. I don't know how else to say it. We are involved in an international gun-running operation. Benghazi came up, and I'm not going to have our political people turn this into a political thing by saying that I am coming out here to raise the Benghazi question so that I destroy the possibility of Hillary Clinton's running for the office of the president. my motive. My motive is to get to the American people that you're being stolen from. Our tax dollars are going down the drain. I'm not taking an issue. I'm not a radical. Call me what you want. But the point is, the reality of it is that this has been a slow coup.
The reality is openly giving al-Qaeda heat-seeking missiles is too much for you, and you're not going to be part of it.
No, I'm not going to be part of it. I talked to a couple of C-130 pilots that are pissed off. They're still military. They can't talk like they're doing. They say, my God, you won't believe I just got refueled, air-to-air refueling, in order to get weapons from the direct commercial sales program to the Middle East and stored them at a safe house in Jordan, a CIA safe house in Jordan, Pakistan. That broke out a little bit a few months ago, and the gatekeepers immediately squashed it. Also, back to Gary Hart. Gary Hart wrote a letter to the Senate Armed Services Committee and the Senate Intelligence Committee. He released all the maps. He released all the flight plan to Bill Holden, his security advisor. All of them went to the Senate Armed Services Committee and the Senate Intelligence Committee. He wrote a letter, sent it back to me. I posted it on the Internet. The last paragraph of that letter says they failed to investigate any of it because they had already known about it. It was a sanctioned operation. It was a secret operation run out of the White House. Our Senate and our Congress already knew about it, but they didn't tell the American people about it. And when Gary Hart wrote the letter asking for an investigation, because that was the only reason that I went to the man and said, hey, I want to get a congressional investigation into this because I'm running guns illegally to a southern front in violation of the Boland Amendment. What do I do, Mr. Senator? I've done exactly what me as an American citizen was supposed to do. I was supposed to contact my senator and sit down and expose an illegal operation. At that point in time, I was a government employee. According to federal law, it is my responsibility if I become aware of any illegal operation that involves taxpayer money. It is my obligation to report that to my supervisor or my commanding officer.
That's right. Your phone's breaking up. But it is the law. You're supposed to report illegal stuff, but then they'll try to use some national security issue on you and now throw you in jail for 20 years, not 5. And Obama has prosecuted more people with that than any other president before him. I want to go to some phone calls and skip this network break because this is so historical. You're hearing a major CIA contractor, one of the most famous ones ever, also with a deep cover Pentagon. He just gave the code name for that. And Tosh Plumley, Robert Tosh Plumley. Robert Tosh Plumley is his Facebook. We have the information mirrored at Infowars.com. This is Infowars. And we saw the military by the thousands, including officers, holding up over their face in uniform last year signs saying, I will not attack Syria for al-Qaeda. And so I think they went too far trying to openly arm al-Qaeda. And that's what Benghazi was all about. And so Tosh Plumley is blowing it all wide open and explaining what it's really all about. Don't touch that dial. This couldn't be more important information. Later, we'll archive the audio of this up on Infowars.com. The conclusion of the CIA insider whistleblower, Robert Tosh Plumley, on the other side. Globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality. InfoWarsLife.com. Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives gives you a long